All right, guys, we are gonna do a full upper body beginner workout. I'm gonna take you through some of the basic movements to get you into the best physique in the short amount of time possible. If you're always running late and you only could spare a few minutes or half an hour to an hour, this is gonna be one of the perfect workouts for you. And then I'm gonna show you guys how to do the technique, how to execute it, and some other pointers that are gonna help you guys out to get into the best physique possible. We're gonna do a chest press first, followed by a dumbbell row, superset those two to save time. And then we're gonna do a push-ups to end it, superset it with pull-ups. Superset those to save even more time. Let's start off. All right, I'm just gonna grab the dumbbells. So give me a sec, Kev. You want the dumbbells just outside of your shoulders to get an even better stretch. We're gonna do 3 to 4 sets, more so 10 to 20 reps. All right, we're gonna kick the dumbbells up and start the movement. You know, I didn't even kick them up. All right, ready, Kev? You generally want to slow down the eccentric too and make sure you feel that stretch at the bottom. Like I said, close to failure, if not to failure. For this one, you either want to keep your elbows slightly tucked in or slightly flared out. I like to keep it flared out. It just really depends on, it's going to depend on your preference. So if you tuck them in slightly and you feel some joint pain in your shoulders, you probably want to flare them out more. If you feel them in your chest, there's a good chance that you probably want to retract, flare out your elbows a little bit, just depending on you, your preference, and just really go from there. If you feel a good stimulus, that's really the key. And then with this, we're gonna do a superset. Superset's gonna suck. Okay. All right, guys, so for the dumbbell row, we're gonna superset it. We're gonna go right into it. Probably wait a few seconds till we catch our breath, because that's the whole key. We're gonna use the same thing. We're gonna use the same amount of dumbbells. You can go a little bit lighter if you want, but you want it to be high enough where you still feel a stretch at the bottom and your hands kind of hang loose. We're gonna lay belly flat on the incline, and then we're gonna scoot up a little bit. Basically to a point where your chest is still on the bench. The key is with this, we use a bench. We use a bench for stability, because if not, the load of the force is gonna pull our body forwards. And at that point, you're just working a lot of your spinal erectors, your back, your latissimus dorsi. For this specific purpose, we wanna kind of just specifically target the back muscles and not your spinal erectors as well. So we're gonna grab the dumbbells, and we want to pull the dumbbells towards our hip to really feel in our back. These might be really heavy. You know what? Kevin might have to go lighter. Form over ego every single time. I'm like, how you not feeling your back?
You know what it is? Like you said, you gotta poke that chest up too.
That's what it is. Because then you see motherfuckers just swinging it. Yeah. I'm like, yo, come on, bro.
Chicken back.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna catch you later, bro. So we're gonna wait probably like 2 to 3 minutes and then just supersetting, going to the next set. We're gonna do this 3 more times. You can increase the working weight. It really just depends on you, your preference. I like to keep it a little lighter just because I feel a better stimulus. I get a good pump. It's not aching on my joints. So I'm gonna do the same thing. You can take a quick pause too at the bottom if you want. Huh. Huh. No, that one was heavy. Want me to take a rest? All right, guys, so this is gonna be the last set. Let's go. Oh, all right. Okay. All right, guys, next we're gonna superset the push-ups and pull-ups. First, we're gonna do the push-ups. We're gonna do 4 sets to failure. So hands about shoulder width apart. The key is we wanna slow down the eccentric, feel a nice pause at the bottom. Keep your hips up to engage more upper pecs, basically, and you leverage more load by keeping your butt up. We're gonna go to failure, so that can mean really anything for anybody. All right, guys, now we're gonna go into pull-ups. The keys with pull-ups, you really wanna keep your chest and get it close to the bar as you can. And then as far as the pull-ups, we're doing an overhand pull-up. So we'll see if we could do that here. You think we could do that here? All right, so that was the next set. We got one more set to failure. Right before we do that, we're gonna do the push. We're gonna do the pull-ups. So, all right, guys. So we had to move locations, but we're gonna do pull-ups for this specific movement. So we're supersetting the push-ups with the pull-ups. Nice, bro.
And then direct at this angle, because you're going to see all of the left. And
It looks way better, right? I can see that. All right. Bro, I love the calisthenics.
I just talking about this shit all
No,
day.
I tell them all the time. All right, guys, we're gonna do last set of push-ups, and then we're gonna superset it with pull-ups. This is the last set. Give it all you got, and don't work for anything less, really, because you'll never get back this moment ever again. Always push yourself. 3 more. Ooh. Yeah, that was killing me. That one hurt me. All right, we'll do pull-ups. All right, guys, we're gonna superset this a dumbbell incline curl with a dumbbell incline extension. I like the bench for stability. We're gonna set it to around same thing, 10, 30 degrees. I like the incline because when we set this up, it places your arms behind you so you get a better stretch for your biceps. And the keys with this, you don't let your elbows drift forward. Honestly, this one you actually might have to set a little bit higher. All right, guys, so actually we're gonna set this a little bit higher. So generally probably a little bit higher than 30 degrees, 45 degrees. So like I said, this one places your arms behind you so you get a better stretch of your biceps. If you rotate your hands outwards, it might feel a little bit better. You might get a better stimulus, but always go light with these because you don't need that much weight to drive that much stimulus to your biceps. Same thing, 10 to 20 sets, close to failure, if not to failure. Ooh. All right, and then we're gonna superset this with dumbbell incline extensions, you guys. This one we're gonna move a little bit lower, like one notch lower. And when we do this, we engage in all three heads of the tricep, so your long head, your lateral, and medial. Anytime you engage your elbow parallel or towards the sky, you're predominantly stretching your long head of your tricep. So we're gonna go into it, hands above shoulder width apart, and the only thing you're doing is just moving your wrists. Keep your back and butt on the bench at all times. Honestly, you really don't need that much weight for your biceps, your triceps. As long as you feel stimulus, you get a pump, you can progress either through weights, through sets, through reps. That's all that really matters. All right, and then we're gonna wait. Generally with bicep, tricep exercises, you don't have to wait as long versus if you were to do a compound movement like squats or deadlifts. So these ones I usually probably take like a minute or two break and then go into it again. Honestly, I could use the same footage as the other one though. The key is with this too is make sure you feel the stretch at the bottom. Even if you come up halfway, that's more important than just coming up here and then coming here. When you fully lengthen the muscle, that's when you're really producing or growing the most muscle fibers. Or really increasing the muscle fibers in volume. Yes. All right, we're gonna move on to dumbbell extension. Come down slow. Nice deep stretch, extend up. Sometimes I don't like to go where the force is just up and down. I like to kick my hands back a little bit, so I still kind of have to keep some type of force on my triceps. Feel the stretch at the bottom and extend up. Always keep your back and your butt on the pad. Sometimes the bench might get in the way of your tricep extension too, so just plan accordingly. All right, guys, so that's it for the full upper body workout. There's only a few key movements you need. Do these movements, and I promise you, you're gonna have one of the best physiques around you and out of all your friend group, your family group. So much so they're gonna be asking you what you're doing. Keep in mind, increase weights, sets, reps every single week. Keep it like that. Don't ego lift. Keep your form and your technique in check, and you're gonna start seeing progress faster than you expect.